What's happening, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I want to thank you for checking out my video at the Cali Truck Stop Theater. Man, I'm out here in Salt Lake City. I'm shutting it down for the day. I just wanted to get on for a few moments just to say hello and just acted a little weird, I guess, a little crazy, you know. I was just over at the Walmart here in Salt Lake after I had dropped off my load. I got here actually uh, I kind of ran out a little bit of time getting here with my load. By about a few minutes or so. Wasn't too bad. I still got here to drop off my load on time, but the time that I did have to make it here got chewed up because of a small little accident on the 15, trying to while I was trying to get in here. And man, the billboards was lighting up, accident, such and such, be prepared to stop for delays and things like this. I'm thinking, okay, so there's gonna be there's an accident. And then another sign said, oh, the two left lanes are gonna be blocked off. You're gonna have to merge and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh man, this must be like some kind of maybe some serious little accident there, right? So I'm driving, all of a sudden there it is, all the traffic stopped and everything like that. So all three lanes is all blocked up. I'm like, okay, so this is where it's at, up ahead. And then people started moving over at first. They started moving over to the right, started to clear the two left lanes, right? So we got people. I mean, this is the one I hate driving around here in Salt Lake, because oh my gosh, these people out here don't know anything about personal boundaries and space, man. Because it's just like they just get all close to you, and they see here, hold on. They get all close to you, they cut you off, and they slamming on brakes and stuff like that. And that's probably the reason why that 3 or 4 car pileup, which really wasn't all that bad, just just bumper type stuff, and semi truck seemed like it got involved with it. But that's about it. Just a little fender bender, right? Little 4 cars or whatever. But I mean, these people drive. I mean, there's some cities that I've gone to where, with some horrible ass drivers. I mean, there's some cities where you go to where people are just, you got some people that are just rude drivers, but then you got places like this where people are just like, it's not so much that they're rude, but it seems like they're oblivious to each other, and they just cutting right in, and I almost saw 2 cars colliding in the when the traffic was kind of stopped, because one car wanted to get over, right, and instead of waiting till they got some space to get in, and he just barreled right on over there. Another car had to swerve to get out of his way. I'm like, good God, this is some messed up stuff. So and I went on Facebook Live, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to show some people an accident, because I've seen some crazy ones here, trucks tipped over, cars smashed and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that, because if they're gonna have to block off 2 lanes, golly. So I figured I would put something interesting on there for people on my people on Facebook, man. But then I get up there, it's like 3 or 4 cars, a little minor fender bender. I was like, oh man, this sucks. So and this is something that I don't get either. these, and this happened. I mean, you guys have seen this. You drive long enough, you guys see this. Instead of, and the reason why sometimes the traffic is so congested around an accident sites, because everybody's too busy looking at the accident to see what they can see. You know what I'm saying? And they drive, you know, slow like turtles, and so you know, you got these people who, you know, they got their rubberneck and they just, oh my gosh, look at that. You know, they're just looking at and not paying attention to the road, you know, about ready to run over somebody or somebody about to run over them. And instead of just keeping it moving or just, you know, do what I did. Just set the camera up and then, you know, let the camera pick up all the information, then go back and look at the video, you know, but keep it moving. But that kind of irritates me, you know, where people always, you know, they want to stop and they want to look. It's like, dude, you want to go look? Why don't you pull over, get yourself your little binoculars out, get you some popcorn or whatever, and sit up there on the top of your car and watch them, you know, watch the dramatics unfold. You know, I mean, already the accident happened, so that portions of it's done. But if you want to sit there and try and burn an image of what the carnage looks like, and you just want to see people cleaning up the accident, that's fine. But get off the road and let everybody else drive. You know, I mean, how many of you all feel like that? So I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I was going to get off the freeway, but then I saw everybody and their mama getting off the freeway too, and I know it's a little side road with a bunch of lights. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be much harder trying to get maneuver on them little side streets than just stay on the freeway. So that's what I did. I stayed on the freeway, and just right after the little small accident, it opens up and everybody's, you know, off and running again. So that was just a good choice not to get off the freeway. But you know, I did drop off my load and you know, and pretty much have to call it a night because I don't have any more time for today. So sitting here in Salt Lake City for tonight. I'll be rolling early in the morning, probably about, what is it? It's probably going to be about probably about 2:30 in the morning. I'll be ready to roll if they give me a load. Waiting for them to send me some information here so I can see if I got my next load or not. But hopefully they got me something to take, and I'll be gone by 2:30 tomorrow morning, on to where I don't know where yet. But yeah, so anyways, all that's done. Now I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, what am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat to go with the stuff that I already got in my fridge? I got some potato salad and some stuff like that. So like, well, I need some more sandwich meat. I got bread, but I need some more sandwich meat and stuff like that. So I got a little bit more sandwich meat, and I got some stuff to drink. I got plenty of water. So I'm like, hey, I'll just go find a Walmart, because I was gonna go to a truck stop, you know, and I was gonna go and find a place there to go, you know, find a truck stop to go sit at, and then maybe go get something to eat there. And then I'm like, no, I think I'm better off right here in the drop yard, you know. So I'm like, you know, the drop yard is quiet and peaceful, and ain't nobody, you know, there's not anybody, you know, riding around. You know, I don't have multiple vehicles driving by. And the other thing too is I don't have nobody parked beside me with a loud ass, you know, loud vehicle, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'll just stay here for the night. It's gonna be a nice peaceful night. And then I was like, well, I need to go get me something to eat. So I wanted to go find a Walmart. So luckily it's like a Walmart about 1.5 miles away from where I'm at. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go to the Walmart, go pick up a couple of items to supply my truck with, and then I'll come back here. And I go out there to this Walmart, and I mean, it's just horrible. I'm like, oh gosh, there's people everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be around all these people. right? You ever get that way where it's like you just don't want to be around nobody, or at least a large group of people. I'm good with a few people here and there, but this is like ridiculous. I mean, just a lot of. Oh, they're gonna have me. They got a load coming to me. All right, cool.
A new message has arrived.
So what do we got?
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Pulling it out.
You have one unread.
All right. What do we got here? What is it? 6. We'll say 6. All right. So, anyways. So, I go in there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go get a couple items. I'll get in and get out. I get in this place, and I mean, it's a damn zoo up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a zoo, and another thing that kind of irritates me is that it kind of annoys me when people are walking and they end up stopping either to go look to their cell phone, look at their purse, or chit chat or whatever, and they stop right there in the doorway. You go through the vestibule area, you go through the wide open areas of all these other places, but then you want to stop and park your butt right there in the entranceway, right in the narrowest part of the whole store, or at the stairs, or at a doorway or something like that. Why do people do that? That irritates. That probably irritates a lot of you people out here too. But those of you who do it on a regular basis, why do y'all do that? Why do y'all wait till you get to some place that's super narrow before you decide you want to stop and chit chat, or that's when you want to go digging through your pockets or your purse, or you want to start looking at stuff on your phone? Why can't you just go find a wall to go lean up against or something, or do all your stuff outside in the open where people can get around you and they don't have to be like, they don't have to squeeze by you or say excuse me or whatever. I mean, you just holding up places, and I mean, man. So I'm like, dude, everybody's trying to get in, and you got one or two people blocking the way, and so now the doorway's getting clogged up. So now people's got to bump on around you and all that kind of stuff. So get on in there, and I must walk faster than everybody. I had to been walking faster than everybody in that place. I mean, here's another thing that I look at every time I go to. I mean, this is.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
This is usually at like a Walmart or something.
A new important message has arrived.
Yeah. This is usually, I see this stuff usually at the Walmart, where it seems like everybody walks around like zombies. I mean, like the Walking Dead type, They just walking, they like casually walking slow, and they're just and it seems like they ain't got nowhere else to go, right? And that's cool and everything. You just kind of casually walking around or stuff like that. But like say you're like a little family, you're like your little group or whatever. Why do y'all gotta be abreast to each other and take up the whole damn aisle and walk so super slow? Or if you got kids and you got them running around you like planets running around the sun, how come you got get these kids in control, yo? Look, when we in the store, you need to line up in a single file line, and follow me, or be right up in front of me or whatever. Stop running around, stop zigzagging, stay to the side of the aisle so everybody can walk through. I mean, tell your kids that. Some of you adults need to do that. Okay, we're gonna go in, and when we go in, let's everybody just stay to the side of the aisle, and we can do whatever we gotta do right there on the side of the aisle. But I'm like, look, I only got a couple items. I know what I want. I just need to get in, get out. And already the environment is just chaotic anyways, because you got all these people in there. I mean, you hear all this chit chat and all this kind of stuff. You got kids running around and stuff like that. So for me, I'm like already getting agitated just because the atmosphere is just like that. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to I'm trying to, navigate through the crowds here, and what's making it worse is that in the front of the store, everybody is trying to go to the registers, and I don't. This is something I don't understand either. This is the thing of this is the normal thing today. You find this in, I mean, you can't go to all these big box stores and stuff like that. You can't find this is the same thing. I don't know, this is like the culture nowadays, but you go to all these stores that has these multiple lines, and when you're looking at it, you're like, oh cool, they got 30 cash registers. All right, so they're gonna start getting some business, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna start funneling people through like it's water, But why is it when you go to these places nowadays, you got 30 cash registers, but you only got 5 of them things open, and you got 50 million people trying to go through 5 cash registers? I'm like, dude, look, I don't understand why these businesses are making some money. I don't know why they don't just start manning all of the cash registers at once so they can start funneling these people through. I mean, if it's all about not having enough people to man the cash registers, I'm sure they can find a bunch of people to start to punch buttons on the cash machine and get people going through. But if they can't find nobody to go through to operate these machines, then me being if I was a store manager, I would equip everybody with training on how to run these things. Everybody that's hired at the store, I'd equip them on how to run these machines, right? So that when it gets like that, when you get these influx of people and you got 50 million people coming up to the register, I would make an announcement to the whole damn store and tell all the associates to stop what they're doing and run up to the cash registers and and open up, and let's start funneling these guys through. And then once it starts dying down, then you go ahead and you close everything, and then you go back to regular scheduled business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't do that. But first of all, why would you have 30-something registers and then you only have 5 people working it, and 30 million people that trying to get through to buy the stuff, and each one of them's got a basket or two full of groceries and stuff. So that's something else that kind of irritates me. And oh my gosh. So I went to go get my stuff. I'm dodging people left and right, trying to navigate through the store to get my stuff. Got my stuff, and then I had to make my way up to the front to where the lines were at. And man, was it a fiasco. I wanted to go through the through the self-checkout line. Oh, self-checkout line. Dude, why do you got people that go up to the self-checkout line and don't know how to operate the machine? Why do you want to go there why do you want to go there at peak times to go and try to figure out how to work the self service machine? Why can't you wait until like in the middle of the night when there's nobody there or something like that to try to figure out how to use the self service machine? And come on, we're living in an age right now where most people are using debit cards and credit cards. How come by now you don't know how to operate that card machine? It's like, dude, you stand up there looking at it like it's like you're trying to figure out the combination to the safe at Fort Knox or something. Oh gosh, oh man, let's see here. Let's see, do I want money? Let's see. Yeah, no, cancel. Man, come on. So the self-service machines packed. They had a line wrapped around longer than the line over in remember back in the day when McDonald's first came to Russia? They had, you probably don't remember that, they had a line wrapped around that damn store for like 3-4 times. Everybody trying to get into McDonald's. That's the way that the self-service line looked there at the Walmart, and then and in the cash registers, it was like it looked even worse than that. So I'm like, man, well, it appeared to be worse than that, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get me one of these regular lines because it looks like it's gonna take a long time to get through the self-service line. So I'm trying to find the best line to get into, right? And then I see a couple of the associates with the walkie-talkies. They're out there like, yeah. So yeah, we got people. We need to man the registers. We need to get some people on the registers. And so at least they were doing that. They were trying to get somebody on the registers, but maybe they was probably gonna open up like a couple extra registers. That isn't gonna really do too much, but so I went ahead and I picked the line, and as soon as I got in the line, this lady with her basket, she edges up right up next to me, and then she starts scooting up, trying to squeeze up in front of me. Well, at least that's what that's what the first initial thing that ran in my mind was like, oh, I know she ain't trying to get up in front of me. I just parked right up here behind this person, and she's gonna try and edge up next to me. Because people do that kind of stuff, and that irritates me. But I didn't say anything. I kept my cool and stuff like that, and I actually looked away in other directions so that I don't mess up and maybe say something or give a dirty look or something like that. Because I'm like, I had to be like, I had to refocus my my mind and my energy. Be like, yo, maybe she just parking and shit. I'm sure that she sees me standing right here in line. I'm sure that she just saw me, get right over here. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna do anything like that. But I'm just gonna observe and see if she's gonna try and bully her way in between me and the person in front of me. And if that happens, then ding ding, we're gonna get in the ring. So I'm just chilling, and she goes, oh, I'm just sitting right here. I'm waiting for my mom. And I'm just trying to get out the way of the traffic. And so I'm like, oh, hey, it's cool. I'm good with that, right? So, so she's parked up there, next to me, and we're good to go. So, but now we're sitting there waiting for them for these people to start running people through, and they're trying to open up new they're trying to open up some more registers and stuff, right? Well, I catch a look at at this one dude. He's getting ready to open. I see he's got his little cash drawer and stuff, right? But he's just taking his sweet time, I'm like, oh, are you for real? You just gonna just lollygag on over? So he goes and he grabs, he gets into position there, and he gets ready to start opening. He's putting his drawer in and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like he's just taking forever. And I'm thinking to myself, look, Opie, come on, man, let's go. I mean, you got all these people here, everybody's getting agitated, including me. Let's go. So he finally gets all set up, and I get ready to move in and be like, oh, I only got a couple items. I get ready to move in. The lady that's up in front of me, she swoops over right in front of me. She goes, hey, are you open? And so Opie's like, yes, I'm open. So she goes and she unloads a whole basket full of stuff, right? Oh my gosh, she had a you know the size of Walmart baskets are. So I mean, the thing was just full of stuff, right? And then some of the stuff she didn't want. She brought it up there to the register, and then she didn't want some of the stuff, right? And she's putting stuff up there on the register, on the conveyor belt and stuff. And I'm watching Opie over there. I'm calling him Opie just because I don't know his name. Like, I'm watching him, and he's taking stuff, and I'm noticing people are doing it. I mean, these people on the registers nowadays. What is up with y'all and the processing of these items nowadays? It's like y'all ain't. I mean, you see 5 billion people up in here trying to leave at once, and the line's getting backed up and it's growing and growing and growing, and you sitting by just boop, 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 and I'm like, why is it taking so long to do that? I remember back in the day when when I used to go to the grocery store and stuff like that, or even when I went with my dad, as a little boy and stuff like that, right? I remember that the people at the register, man, they was like speed demons. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like bloop, 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 bloop. All right, you got $654 out of $5,000. All right, I'm like, I mean, it was in and out. I mean, they didn't have all them long lines. If they did, it didn't last very long, right? And then you had the bag boy over there. You know what I'm saying? And he's just slinging stuff in the bag. Just whoo, 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 whoo. And I mean, and I even used to do that. I used to do that back in the day. When I was getting my own groceries, I start slinging things. Start slinging my cans and stuff in the bag like they used to do. Toss a can from one hand to the next, and keep it going. And these people are like, it's like, and Opie, he was like he was going bloop, bloop. But then after he was doing that, then he's like taking one item at a time, and he's like going ahead and he's putting it in the bag, and he's trying to put everything, stacking it nice and neat and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, come on. You don't have to be like, feather light with the stuff. Just make, and you don't have to like, drop the stuff in the bag, but just come on, man. Just, get some coordination going. And he's trying to put the stuff in there, and this lady's like, oh, no, don't put that right there just yet. Just put the other stuff right there, and then put this on top. And I'm like, are you for real? You just complicating his work even more. He's already going slow, and it's like, if you want it in a certain way, why don't you just put it up on the conveyor belt a certain way? So all he's got to do is he just got to slide it right on through and put it in the bag. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, if I had been, if I was the dude on the register there, I'd be doing it, bloop, 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 and I'd start putting stuff in there like that, and whichever order you put it up on the table, that's how I'm putting it in the bag. And it's like, if you don't want your bread on top of the if you don't want your cans on top of the bread, don't put the bread first. Just put it up there in the way that you want it bagged. And then all I got to do is just, otherwise your eggs are getting busted. That's just the way that I feel about it. But I'm like, dang, he's taking forever. But it made it more complicated for him, because the lady, she put the stuff up on the conveyor belt, but then she's making it more challenging for him, because now she's trying to tell him how to bag the stuff, and it's just like, really? So, and I'm sitting like, man, I just want to get out of here. I mean, just the presence of everybody is just like, it's just agitating, and it's like making me impatient, and I'm usually a patient person. But so yeah, so she's like, so that was going on. So now finally, he got done with everything, right? Now I'm up there with I got 6 items, and most of them are just double of what I got. So I got 2 bags of chips. I got 2 bags of I got two wraps. I got some Tylenol and stuff like that, just in case I have a headache or something. It was, and there was something else that I got, I think. But anyways, it's a small, the point is, it's a small thing, right? So then Opie goes and he takes my stuff. He gets the bag of chips. Bloop. And then he stops and he's looking at the machine, and then he's like, I don't know, that's not right. And so he goes and he reverses the price on the chips. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? What you doing? You know, so I'm thinking maybe there might be some kind of sale that I didn't know about, and maybe he saw something wrong, and you know, and maybe he's trying to make a correction. So I'm sitting there, I'm like looking, and then he just rescans it. Well, he I guess he looks up the price or whatever, and he's looking at it, and then he goes and rescans it. Okay, and it come up, and then he goes for the second bag. Bloop. And then he pauses, he looks at it, and then he backs it off again, takes the the price, takes the price off of there. I'm like, Opie, come on, man, it's $2.98, and I got 2 bags. Come on, just click it, bloop, and put it in the bag. Let's go. You know, so, and he's doing that with all the stuff. I'm like, gosh, are you serious? So he gets everything in there. I'm like, okay, all right, everything's right. So I go ahead and I pay for the stuff. And I'm like, all right, thank you. Grab the receipt. I start putting my stuff in, and one of the other cashiers, he had to get past. I don't know what he was doing, but he instead of saying like, hey, excuse me, can I get by, he just kind of like pushes my cart out the way and starts just like bum rushes right on through, right? And I'm like, are you serious? This dude just pushed the damn cart into me to go, do something, whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I just need to get up out of here. I get ready to move, and then there's a guy that's up in front of me at another register. Without checking to see if there's anybody that's coming through, he throws his basket right in front of me, right in the clear spot to where I can go through. Not even paying attention. He just pushes it out there, and then he's like pauses, and I'm like, jeez, I can't get out this place fast enough. So I'm like, excuse me. And I don't know if he didn't hear me or whatever, but his wife was like, "Oh, honey, you need to move. Move so they can get out the way." So then he moves, right? And I'm like, all right. I get ready to try and start moving, and old boy that pushed my basket out the way, he comes right on back, barreling right on through. Excuse me, and kind of bumped in my basket again. I'm like, oh man, this is the second time. I was gonna say something, but then I'm like, you know what? Nah, because that's gonna keep me in here even longer. So I just went ahead and I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get the heck out of here. So I go ahead and I get out of this place. Man, I was so glad to be outside. Get some space and stuff, right? And I'm like, nah. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you know what? I'm definitely not gonna go to no truck stop. I'm like, you know what? Because I mean, all it really was is that I was just wanting to get out. I was wanting to get back into my truck. The truck is like, it's like my home. And I'm pretty much a homebody, pretty much. Aside from working, it's like I typically do want to just, I typically do just want to just, be at home, in a more confined area, or just, go find something to do and just relax or whatever. Because after being out all day with, around people and stuff like that, it's just like, man, I just gotta relax. And so, I do find comfort, right here in the truck. I ain't got nobody bothering me. I ain't got nobody, don't have nobody, peering in. I'll typically will just go ahead and just board up the windows and stuff, which I'll end up doing. But seeing as how I got plenty of light here, I need the natural light to be able to video this, to get this video going. But after I'm done with this, I'm gonna board this thing up, and you know, get this show on the road. I'm gonna just, you know, get my little eat on, and then probably gonna do a little bit of reading, and then I haven't forgot about my readings. I'm gonna get back into reading, putting some more you know, readings on here. But you know, I was gonna do it just now, um, but I decided to go on this little rant here instead, and this is gonna take, you know, forever to go ahead and upload on YouTube anyway. So I'll probably do it tomorrow. So I'll just have a new Bible reading episode. But I just wanted to do that and just just get on here and just talk. But yeah, I'm in the truck, and you know what I'm gonna start doing though? I'm gonna start doing it's like if I stop in a town where I got a drop yard, I think I'm gonna opt to just, you know, drive to the drop yard and chill out at the drop yard, because I mean there's a lot of traffic that doesn't come here to the drop yard, and I mean even if there is any other trucks that come through here, it's other Warner trucks, and it's not going to be a lot of Warner trucks that's going to be here at the drop yard anyways. And if they do come through here, a lot of times they're just going to they're here to drop a trailer, pick up another one, and then be gone again. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start trying to find other places to go park besides sitting at the truck stop, because, you know, all too often, you know, it's like right now I don't have the truck on, you know, and it is like super peaceful right now, you know, and it's that time of the year where it's not hot and it's not really cold, but even if it is cold, I got a heater that I could use. That I got a heater that where I can turn the heater on to get some heat in here. But unfortunately, I don't have an air conditioner, you know, that I can use with the engine off. If I wanted to get the AC on, because maybe it got hot or whatever, I got to turn the truck on. And even with the truck being on, you know, I'm used to the little rumble of the truck and stuff like that. But it's just so much better when I can just have the truck off, you know, especially after running all damn day with the truck running, and you're going up and down hills and the engine is just roaring, you know. So but yeah, it's just peaceful, and you know, that's really what I was just trying to get back to the truck for, to eat, because I was hungry. So maybe that also contributed it too, is that I was just you know, angry and hungry, you know. Hangry, I guess. But yeah, so it's relaxing. I'm winding down, you know. There's where am I going? Hold on, where am I going? All right, so I'm picking up here. I got a trailer. Let's see, 369153. And it's one of these. I can't see the numbers over here, but where are we going? 50 miles? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's see here. Alright, where's it going? Spanish Fork, Utah. Okay. That's just south of here. It's just a little ways down. Anyways. Alright, so that's why am I getting, what does this do? Tomorrow at 6. Okay, who is this that I'm dropping off at? Some paper. What is this here? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go find my trailer, see if it's here, and then I'm gonna just hook up to it, and then when I get ready to roll tomorrow morning, I should be able to just drop this off. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, And hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. And I'll get back on. I'll probably do I'll do another video tomorrow, and probably get back into the real Christmas story. So y'all be safe out there, and if any of you got any sicknesses, or you got any, you're into any, you got any financial issues or whatever, I hope and pray that you know that you get a turnaround on that. Okay, that you get healed, and that you get your finances in order and stuff like that, or whatever it is. And be debt free, get your bills in order, and in the name of Jesus. But anyways, yep, I'll go ahead and send out another video tomorrow if I'm not too tired. Bye.